Hey, I'm Fish. We're going to have the Action 5 with the sound only and the Pocket 3. I may switch over to the Pocket 3 with the DJI mic too. I only got one mic. I got to share them both. So what we're going to do is do some low-light comparisons. I'm going to switch on over now from regular video mode to, you got it, super mode and low-light mode. They should change the name in the Pocket 3 to Super Night as well, so they could be uniform and equal to both. Now what I see is the Pocket 3 is darker, and I see that the Action 5 is brighter, but that is only on the screen until I get home. Well, there is a light over there, a light over there, and a light over there, and a light over there. And I'm not near any light, but I'm getting that light coming this way some. Let's get on going on to the next shot. They're all going to be just about stationary. But if I do movement, then I have to do one, then the other. It may not be as fair. I'm not going to repeat the same scene. Riding a bike. Let's get going. Here's a shot regular mode while riding with the lights and all. Move along. Here's a shot in super low light. Promised you the forward shots. Done correctly. Edited in. So this way, I got everything done. Do you see any flares as I pass the street lights? I now find it funny because I'm in regular video mode and I should have the camera set up correctly, and here we are. So we're going to change on over to super mode. So here we are in super mode, and I'm going to have to do some shots over to make up for the mishap I had to change on over the Pocket 3 to the front. But here we are. We're in, you got it, just the regular video mode first, super low light mode second. Now, I want to tell you, from switching back and forth from video to super mode, going on to the Pocket 3, not fun. You're not given enough time to check it. With the Action 5 Pro, man, you got just enough time or more to check it. So there you have it. You got a nice shot. I am panoramicing around, and I am going to now switch on over to super low light mode. I am in super mode, low light mode, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to slowly pan around, and it is starting to get lighter in the background. And I am pretty happy and amazed how the Action 5 can do. But the screen is way, way too bright. So I may have to lower it down to make it fair to the Pocket 3's, visual screen. But I don't know how the video footage is going to look until I'm done. So let's get on out of here and try to get some, you got it, low-level shots. I got both cameras in hand. And just have the Pocket 3 behind and the Action 4 in the front. And I don't love it. It's video mode, and I feel the Pocket 3 shaking. Low-level shot. Definitely indeed just regular video mode as we go along. We'll keep it rolling in the same shot. We won't repeat it. And we'll repeat this with the lights on the boardwalk because it's a little easier for me to do. As I turn on the boardwalk, I stopped, check. I stopped, now I'm gonna bike ride and you can see the lights. One, regular video, did it give flares? Two, low light, did it give flares? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop, I'm going to switch back over and get the shot of the sun starting to come up. We're looking where the sun rises. We got in my eyes what looks nice. Well, the sky is definitely darker. It doesn't show blue at all. It shows gray, more like what I see on the Pocket 3 screen. And it shows the red like I see on the Action 5 screen and not the Pocket 3 screen. We'll switch over to Super Night. Oh man, way too bright on the screen. Pocket 3 looks like it's the one I will go with, but that is not actual me sitting behind a computer looking at the screen and saying which is right and which is wrong. Let's move along. Looking over the bay to where I was coming from, you can see the boats lit up and yeah, just regular video mode. We'll switch on over to Super Night. Can you switch from Super Night to regular mode while recording? No. But this is Super Night. Hope it gives you the shot that you like. Time to get on to the beach. This is regular mode, just riding. Show you that I'm going towards the light. I'll turn around for you, give you an idea what it looks like in low light. Then I'll switch the camera around towards the other way, towards the sunrise, so you can get an idea. And here you go. Got an idea what the sunrise is starting to look like as I ride into the sunrise. As you can see me riding into the sunrise. I'm going to do the same thing in super mode. I call this super mode a super night mode and low light mode. We have a shot, super night, low light. Now we're going to ride into the light. Both shots would have shown the reflector. And I'm going to ride to the light if it's flaring on you or not. And I'm going to turn around, turn the cameras around so you can see the sky, which maybe went up a point, not even. So let's turn the cameras around for you to see what that looks like. As the cameras are around, it gives you an idea. You get to see everything, all that good stuff. And then I'll start to ride into the show, into the light. A super night. Oh man, almost sounds like a comical DC comic book thing. So there you have a nice shot. You got it. Of the sun rising and the colors and all that good stuff, and seeing in the distance what it looks like in person by a beach. I take my helmet off finally. Because the last two videos I've done, the helmet was always on. So here I am in an overcast day. I got the moon above me with some blue. I got some boats in the background. I got a light over there in the distance. And here I am in regular mode. Now the sun is starting to come up, and it is basically the time we will go out on every day where the light will be a little different at given times. If it was a clear blue sky, it may be just an octave or two brighter, but you get the idea. So all we're going to do now is switch on over to super mode, super night and low light. I switched on over and I swiped up on the front screen. I'm able to just see myself with the Pocket 3 as is and changed everything over. And it gives you a beautiful idea of how super nice with the Action 5 and the Pocket 3. But it's only fair to shut the mic off as the mic is now disconnected and I am 4 feet from the cameras, and here we are, just the way it is. Now in low light shots, low light disables the subject tracking, and that's something we want to try. So I am going to turn off, and I'm going to try object or subject tracking on both. But the problem is, and I will tell you now, because I did it yesterday and I liked it, and subject tracking crops, and it's only 2.7K. So the Pocket 3 could take the bow for all it wants. But on the Action 5, it crops in and makes everything a lot closer, and you get everything there. But you can up convert it. Shh, nobody would know. So let's switch off of super night low light. Really not needed in the camera because both of them do just fine. Subject tracking and tracking on regular video mode. Let me get on up. Let me shoot on over. Let me move on. Did it work? I see the lines. They were there. I'll start on, oh, it's there, all right. I see the box there, but it's not yellow enough on the front. The problem here is the Pocket 3 can only go so far. But we all know on a 155 degree lens of an Action 5 doesn't move. And that's where you got it. One of those Panavision things that you put on the camera and they could track you 360 degrees. I just can't remember that one's name, and I was going to go get one. And I said, you know, it's not worth it. Not worth it at all. And that's where, if I get one, I get this and I get that, I get that. Get the Pocket 3. You'll be happy with it. Now, can't turn on super night or low light, but low light enables shuts it off. Right up ahead, right where that pole is at. There goes the rat. Look how big he is. Man, is he big. Did you see him? No more hanging on those rocks, man. Regular video mode. And yeah, one thing I don't like about the Pocket 3 is I got to switch the screen over to the front, the head of the camera to me. Well, here I am, my hands bent, and I'm doing a walking vlog for you. And we're going to just walk and talk. Now, I know it's not fair with the Pocket 3s. I don't have a mic so you can hear the sound and all, but it's all through the Action 5 Pro. They're the same sound chip, nothing wrong. Now, if I tilt my camera, both of them, you see that one tilts and the other don't. And that's the way it is. But I can correct that with the Pocket 3 by setting up the way the hand goes, do FPV mode and so forth. And I could change that also in the Action 5, doing what is called horizon balance. Well, I'm not going to switch over to horizon balance or Rocksteady Plus at this given time. I'm just happy shooting with the Rocksteady. Rocksteady Plus and horizon balance will do a good job. They'll crop a little bit more, and people would want to see that. I'm right underneath the light, and to do that, it won't be fair. It won't be fair to the Pocket 3 for the reason of, yeah, man, it's one fixed focus. But they got to zoom, and I could correct it. It's just too much work for me right now. Super night, low light. The walking vlog. I'll walk to the same distance, do the same thing, and talk and all that good stuff, and give you an idea of what the camera can do. You really don't need to have super night. Now, I don't love the Pocket 3 holding it for the reasons of, I feel the little looseness of the clips. Maybe they could make a better design of it that really secures into it by a twist and then snapping the clips in. This way it makes a solid camera. It's not a bike-friendly camera if asked because of the fixed focus autofocus lens. Once that thing starts to shake and jobble, hey, I didn't do a running test. Well, that's the next thing we can do, is run with it. It won't be fair to the Pocket 3. Of course, the Action 5 would do just fine. That's what the bike is there for. Well, I'm underneath right here, the light, and I forgot which way I turned, if I turned this way for you, or if I turned all the way around this way for you. But there you go. The test is over for the cameras. Now we're going to wrap this up by just getting on out and having some fun, I hope. So let's switch on over back to regular video mode. Well, there's no more need to have low light on. We're on just a regular video, and we could talk a lot about both cameras. The future of the Pocket 3, Pocket 4, internal memory because the Action 5 has it, and a newer chip, and the rotation unlimited. Everything else going to be just an up to the low light and HDR. So whatever's in the Action 5 will be coming later to the Pocket 4. We know that. And you're going to have a bigger battery as well, and a different clamp system that's going to push on, twist to lock into place, and clips to lock in. Oh, that would be sweet. I'm just saying so. It needs to have a better handle. It's a little loose for my needs. I feel it. It's just a little annoying. Let me get on out of here with the Action 5 to ride, and see you on the next videos. So no more need for me to put additional Pocket 3 videos on, because if I bike ride, as you can see right here, that's what happens to the Pocket 3. It vibrates all the time. And part of it's due to the bike clamp that I got. It's not for the bike, it's for just about anything. It's a double clamp system. They're not the best in the world. I can never get them to work right. I'm almost where the sun is ready to come up. If the clouds weren't there, we'll see a beautiful sunrise. And you have the Action 5 Pro and the Pocket 3 doing a nice job ending the video for you. So the golden hour started, low light is over, and the Pocket 3 and the Action 5 Pro. Comparison video, you choose which one you liked. If you stood through the whole video and enjoyed what you see. If you didn't stay through the whole video and picked a scene, even good. And on that note, I am Fish, and I am out of here. Oh, before I go, this is the internal sounds of the Action 5 Pro. See ya!